Hello, I'm Dr. Dheeraj Masapu. I'm anesthesiologist, subspecialized in neuroanesthesiology, and in this video, I'll be explaining the life story of Japanese greatest swordsman and samurai, Miyamoto Musashi, and 5 lessons that doctors can learn from his life story. Samurais were supposed to be the greatest swordsmen, and their training is supposed to be very tough. And the modern martial arts and the present martial art people take samurais as their inspiration. Among them, Miyamoto Musashi is one among the best that Japan has ever seen. Miyamoto Musashi is born in 1584, and the fight between two samurais is called as a duel. And since childhood, Miyamoto Musashi has been trained to become a samurai. Musashi's first duel was at the age of 13 against a samurai named Arima Kehi, and the opponent was supposed to be actually elder than him, and he had a specific fighting style called as Kashima Shinto Ryo style. And since Mushimoto was very young, it seems he was very scared to go for that fight. Shinto Ryo style means that finding the weak points in the opponent's armors and attacking in those points so that the opponent will die. And everyone watching the duel thought that Mushimoto is not going to win, and surprisingly, Mushimoto, after having a very long battle, he won against the opponent, and this was his first successful duel. After winning several duels, he developed his own style of fighting, and it is called as a double-bladed technique, where he uses a short knife and a long knife together, and he was labeled as one of the greatest samurais of those days. At that point of time, he had to face the most toughest opponent, called as Sasaki Kojiro. Sushiro's technique is called as two-stroke sword technique, Tsubame Gaishi, and his nickname is the Demon of the Western Provinces. He used to use a separate sword, and it is a special sword, and being extra long, and the sword is called as Odashi. Both the opponents were ready for the fight, and Musashi did not know that this was his last fight. Since fight between the legends would damage the property and there can be some kind of harm to the public, the government decided to conduct this fight on an island and ordered the public not to see or visualize the fight. Kojiro's two-stroke technique speciality is that he would finish the opponent in just 2 strokes. The fight has begun. The moment the fight has begun, Kojiro immediately jumped onto Musashi and gave a blow on his head, and Musashi fell down on the ground and he started bleeding from the head. So everyone surrounding thought that Musashi is dead, and he started bleeding profusely from his head. So everyone surrounding were in a shock, and they were observing what will happen to Musashi now. But Musashi was slowly trying to get up from the position, and then everyone noticed what happened to Sushiro, the opponent, and then they noticed that Musashi, before taking the blow, he has already cut the head of Sushiro, and Sushiro is already separated into 2 pieces and he is dead. After the death of Sushiro, Musashi has become the undisputed and the greatest warrior and samurai in Japan. And later on he started teaching, and he has become the greatest samurai master. In the old age, Musashi went into a cave and he started writing all his experiences, and he started developing some principles and percepts. But those books were not found. And incidentally, in an excavation, the book which is written by Musashi was found, and the percepts written by him were found. And finally, the book written by Musashi is found, and it is called Dokudo. So the book Dokudo has 21 percepts, and out of the 21 percepts or principles, I have isolated the 5 principles which will suit the doctors and other healthcare professionals and what they can adopt in their lifestyle. And most of the percepts are written for 15th century and 16th century. So the ones which suit the present era and present style, I am going to elaborate with examples. So the first percept is that do not at any circumstances depend on partial feeling, which means that doctors, when they are taking any decision regarding the treatment or any strategy or any kind of intervention for the patient, they should be not having any kind of confusion in that, and they should be very clear in their thoughts. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world is the second percept, which means that in a larger perspective, we as a human, we are a very minute or a small speck. This is the meaning of this one. So how it will relate to our profession is that as doctors, as we become more and more experienced and more patients we treat, we think we are actually great, and we think we are above everyone. So that actually builds up some kind of egoistic feeling in us, and once that builds up in us, then there will be multiple barriers which will be formed in us, which will prevent the knowledge from getting imbibed into us. So according to Musashi, we need to be humble, and we should be down to earth, so that it will prevent all the barriers and we can learn all the new concepts and be updated with the medicine. And the third percept is never let yourself be saddened by separation. How this can be interpreted for doctors is, doctors as part of their training program or doing a fellowship in other country or changing the hospitals, they will encounter some situations where they need to move from one location to another location. In those kind of situations, you should never get saddened because you're getting separated from your family and older colleagues and those kind of circumstances. So rather than that, what you should do is, you should, even though you're far away from your family, you should keep them close to your heart by calling them regularly or doing video calls. And even though you're not staying with your kids, you should make your kids follow your footsteps. That is more important than continuously and constantly staying with them. And the fourth percept is be indifferent to where you live. This, how it relates to doctors is that if you don't like the hospital in which you are working, or if you don't like the situations and politics and circumstances in the hospital, you move on to another hospital. But what you need to really understand is it is not the situation you are going to change or you need to change. What you need to actually change is you. You need to change here, and you need to change yourself first. So that is more important than changing the hospitals and creeping around the surroundings. If you change yourself first, you can adjust anywhere and you can make any surroundings suitable and better for you. The fifth and the last percept I am going to discuss in this video is more of a warrior quote: do not fear death. Samurais believe that if you engage in a combat fully determined to die, you will survive. And the samurais who wish to survive in the battle will surely meet the death. So in the same way, I cannot directly interpret this to the healthcare professionals, but what I can tell is we should not be worried about death when we are actually really treating dreaded and dreadful diseases. And if we are like that, we will survive. Thank you very much for following the video till the end. Hope you learned a lot of percepts from the samurais, and hope you will incorporate this in your daily living. And please subscribe to my channel and post your comments in the comment section. If you want me to do any topics, I would love to cover those topics. Thank you very much.